This next piece I wrote, I was homeless in the streets of Seattle, and I used to live in a place called the Lutheran Compass Center. And one of the things, I'm not ashamed of it, because stories are of the past, and you're working with what you're working with, but if you're lucky enough to see a light and go for it, changes can be made. And so the name of this piece is from my film. It's from the film Journey from the Inside, and the name of the piece is called The Journey to Wellness. A well-intentioned man, worn and torn, watching the memories of his own humanity fade away. Lost in the first conscious cloud of depression, evaporating at a pace worthless to be measured with time. Sweat pouring down the side of my face. I am drowning without possibility to grasp motivation, empowered by reason. I can't believe that I've survived another one of these nightmares again. Laying down on my back, in a thin-wired bed, under a worn wool blanket dry as paper. I stare across the room at burnt, dirty, yellow faded curtains, so old they're about to crack like glass. As the sunlight hits my face, I slowly become awakened to the sounds of hacking coughs, to clear throats desperately waiting to be rescued by taskless deep breathing, life-affirming exhilaration. I reach into my pocket, partially filled with a hint of maybe. Maybe a cause, maybe a place, maybe a time, maybe a want. Or maybe this will be the day that my self-worth returns. We're on the streets. I will encounter strangers. And maybe I'll be the one to say, you have a nice day, okay? But this can't happen when the ability to care has become an estranged, impatient moment, not long enough to occupy the space once held by optimism or thought. Amused? Not really. Without any more bridges left to burn, stories about my plans to succeed seize the capability of generating small conversations of concern or laughter. And even when the joke's on me, transparent remains of a distant reality are beyond reach from a heart that has become allergic to compassion. But head up, marching forward, I never planned on deterring from possibility of opportunity. My fear was that I wasn't sure if I could survive another failure. With about a handful of hope, head partially up, I marched forward and decided to give it another try anyway. Not blind by denial, a salvaged part of me, I see, still protects the revolutionary spirit of past grace and free will to question my fatality. For these are the fragmented definitions describing a character controlled by the negative narrative called my life, that only have powers and nightmares. For I shall mourn the loss of faith, once held by those dear to me. I am now born of resolve, conscious, without consequence, an infant growing of redemption, refreshed by a breeze, brought in on the wings of a new wind. For I am love, rediscovered, and fully disclosed and uncovered.